spring evening in Boston as the red-hot Duke Blue Devils head north to Brighton to take on the Boston College Eagles at the Harrington Athletics Village. Duke looking to stay rolling with another ACC Series victory while Boston College battles for a spot in the postseason. We welcome you in the broadcast booth, everybody. I'm Luis Sanchez, joined alongside Ben Ulcher. Happy to be with you for another ACC softball weekend, and two teams that look to right the ship here in ACC play. Duke looking for a big weekend here against the Eagles.
Well, the Blue Devils have been tearing the cover off the softball as of late, taking over first place in the ACC. They've only lost one conference game over the last month or so. They are really playing some of their best ball all year long.
With Florida State getting swept by Stanford, that opened up that top spot, and Virginia Tech in the mix as well. Let's look at this Duke team. They're led by the transfer in Tyrena Jones, who's coming into this one on a 6-game hitting streak.
Well, forgive the pun, but the Blue Devils absolutely hit a home run in the portal with Tyrena Jones coming over from Purdue. You see what she's done lately. 4 home runs over the last 6 games, hitting almost 350. The power is going to be on full display today.
On the opposite side for Boston College, it's a freshman from Texas, and Emma Knight, who leads the team in home runs and RBIs.
Oh, what I love about Emma Knight is she's been asked to take on a big role early in the year, and for a freshman, she's got a very mature approach at the plate for Boston College. If she gets down 0-2, she doesn't panic, gets herself back in the count, and usually finds a pitch to do something with.
Windy day here in Brighton, 60 degrees, wind gusts up to 17 miles per hour, making the temperatures feel closer to about 54, but the sun peeking through some of the clouds after a passing shower is clear now here in Brighton. Take a look at the batting order here for the Duke Blue Devils as they'll send up Deanna Jennings at the leadoff spot. She's been outstanding throughout her 4-year career. Amina Vega there at second base. Jessica Oakland has been reeking lately there in the 3-hole. Tyrena Jones, we talked about her in the open. Layla Lamar gets the start in right field. KK Mathis, Gabriella Shattuck, Jayla Stafford, and Adeline Matthews round out the order, and they'll take on Bailey Konjorski, the sophomore, with a 5.43 ERA, 2-9 this season, 68 and a third innings pitched with 95 hits given up. 30 strikeouts to 29 walks for Konjorski. First pitch at 4:02 here in Brighton, called a strike on Jennings. A 432 batting average for Jennings this season. 67 hits, tied for the team lead. Shows bunt, takes it back as this one drops out of the zone at 50 miles per hour. Well, Ava Bradshaw goes east to west, leans heavily on the curve, can use that rise and screw to mix up some pitches. And Konjorski for the Eagles has a screwball. About low 60s for Konjorski, can get really accurate in the strike zone. Drop ball, curveball mix for the sophomore for the Eagles.
Yeah, that middle bullet, the biggest thing for Konjorski today. Got to be accurate, got to be able to work the edges of the plate.
Another strike in for Konjorski to even the count at 2-2.
Especially against this Duke team. They're patient, they've got a good eye, pretty much up and down the lineup. They're not going to strike out by and large, so you're going to have to be able to pitch into your spots if you're Konjorski.
Ground ball to Espinoza at second. And the Eagles get a quick first out on the ground out from Jennings.
And you're going to need kindly hit balls like that one, right? Sits right up nicely for Espinoza there, able to make a very routine play.
Espinoza had herself quite the weekend for the Eagles against Syracuse, especially in Game 3 of the series. Was able to salvage that final game to avoid the sweep against the Orange.
It was actually Konjorski who came on and eventually picked up the win. She was the last one out among all the pitchers that Boston College threw in that Sunday wild affair.
Inside corner, and Konjorski bounces back with the strike. 1-1 the count. Now to Amina Vega. Excellent year for Vega, the second baseman here for Duke. ACC Player of the Week. A 1-1 count. Lays off the outside pitch. We're 69 batting average, 5th in the conference. 5 triples, 18 doubles, both first in the ACC. 2-1 count to Vega. Rounder down the first base line. Fair ball goes out to Riddell in right field. Vega looking at third, but a stand-up double With one out here in the top of the first for Amina Vega, she extends her hit streak to now 17 straight games.
Well, perfect example of why this Duke lineup has been so good all year long. Is very hard to work around these first two hitters in Jennings and Vega. Obviously, Kinjorski able to get Jennings out, but this ball's in on the hands, and somehow Vega still gets good contact on it, able to sneak it inside the first base bag. You know, even on a well-executed pitch, you can get beat by talented hitters, and that's what this Duke team is full of.
Eagles pitching staff a 5.74 ERA. That's 14th out of the 15 teams in the ACC. Opposing teams batting .322 against the Eagles. 147 strikeouts this season for the pitching staff for Boston College. 1-0 count to Jessica Oakland. That one just misses low. Oakland has been outstanding. Spent 2 seasons at Minnesota where she batted .386. Comes into this one on a 6-game hitting streak. A couple of home runs during that stretch. 2-0 count from Kinjorski. That's in there for a called strike.
Started off the plate, ran it back just over that outside edge. So that screwball from Kinjorski, so vital, especially to a right-handed hitter, to be able to get that outside pitch called.
See the numbers for Oakland on the season. Grounder to second. Espinoza couldn't scoop it. Goes out into right field. A run will score. Throw comes into second as DiPiero stands and watches Oakland back to first base. Another big hit for Jessica Oakland puts the Blue Devils on the board here in Brighton.
Yeah, tough one for Espinoza. She just ends up getting caught in between here. Tries to charge this ball. May have been better sitting back on it, and as she tries to take it off to the side, that's where she runs into trouble. Obviously want to be able to stay in front of that ball as an infielder.
Brings up the dangerous Tyrena Jones. First pitch strike from Kinjorski on Jones.
And the other thing you do is if you can stay in front of that ball, even if you're not able to make a clean play and get the out at first, you at least keep runners at first and third and prevent that first run from scoring.
Jones watches it upstairs, evens it at 1-1. 360 hitter, 18 home runs, 8 doubles on 54 hits this season. 64 RBIs for Jones. 1 run across so far here in the top of the first. Fouled straight back, 1-2 now as Kinjorski jumps ahead. 6-game hit streak for Jones. Mentioned those home runs and RBIs, both second in the ACC.
Getting close to a single season Duke record as well.
1-2, right off of the glove of Kinjorski. Knocked it down, fires to first to get the out. What a great effort by Bailey Kinjorski to stay with it and pick up the out.
Great piece of self-preservation by the sophomore here. That ball is scorched right back at Kinjorski. Does enough to just get the glove on it. The leather pays the penalty on that hard hit ball by Jones. But again, good presence of mind. Find the ball, make the play, and a crucial second out.
Brings up Layla Lamar, right fielder today for Duke. Takes a first pitch strike. Lamar transferred over from Florida, now a sophomore. Older daughter of head coach Marissa Young. Appeared in 16 games for the Gators last year. 0-1, a little late on that one now. Falls behind 0-2. 3-year letter winner at Panther Creek High School, was ranked the #4 player in the class of 2024 according to Max Preps. Kinjorski ahead 0-2. Grounded towards Espinoza. Fields it and throws to first to get the out. Busy inning for Janice Espinoza. But the Blue Devils get one here in the top of the first. They lead it 1-0. Boston College first at bats coming up from Brighton. bottom of the first inning. 1-0 lead for Duke after plating 1 run in the top half of the inning. Boston College will send Sammy Horn, Emma Knight, and Abby Patak to the plate here this inning. Adriana Martinez, Janice Espinoza, Tavy Borders, Holly Paharic, Nicole Riddell, and Kay DiPiero will round out the order for the Eagles, and they will face Ava Bradshaw, who's in the circle, likes to mix it up east and west. Has an excellent rise and screw combination in the circle. Means on that curveball, and doesn't really throw the changeup much, but is pretty effective when she goes to it, as Sammy Horn takes a first pitch ball here from Bradshaw. Sophomore getting the start here, a 5-1 record, 4.20 ERA, 32 walks to 27 strikeouts. Grounded towards short and through the hole, even with the shift on. Sammy Horn able to find daylight, and it's a leadoff single for Sammy Horn.
1v5, and Horn wins the battle. Yeah, I mean, you could not have thrown the ball into a more perfect spot if you were rolling it from home plate. You know, just enough pace, just enough to get it between the drawn-in outfielder and the shortstop. Yeah, exactly what you would have wanted to try to respond here if you're BC.
First pitch strike to Emma Knight. Dangerous hitter for the Eagles. That one comes in at 66 from Bradshaw. Knight this season batting .318 for the Eagles, 41 hits, 11 home runs, 6 doubles. Leads the team in RBIs with 36. The 0-1, just off the plate. Take a look at Bradshaw and what she delivers. Talked about that east and west location. 1-1, drops below the knees, now 2-1.
First look at the drop ball there from Bradshaw. It's interesting when you look at this Duke staff, they've obviously got sort of a headline ace in Cassidy Kurt, and then everybody else kind of has had an even amount of opportunity, so it still feels like they're really searching for who can grab a hold of that second starter spot.
Hot shot down the third base line, but foul. Bradshaw making her 22nd appearance, 11th start of the season. Been one of the front runners to be that second pitcher.
Came on in a big high leverage situation in the midweek against Tennessee. Bases loaded, 2 outs, top of the 7th inning. Go ahead run at the plate for the Vols, and got the out that Duke needed to close out the win.
2-2 count here tonight. That one a little blooper towards center field. Jennings in to make the play in shallow center, and Emma Knight is retired.
One just hangs up a little bit there for Knight.
Well, Abby Patak has been swinging a great bat for Boston College. Eagles batting .281 as a team. Abby Patak on the season batting .403. 54 hits for the Eagles. 13 doubles on the year for Patak. This one's off of the plate. First pitch ball. Incredible against Syracuse, helping the Eagles in a comeback victory. 3 for 3 with a double and 2 runs against Syracuse. As this one's popped up behind the plate. Shattuck trying to stay with it, makes the catch into the netting. Excellent play by Gabriella Shattuck to register the out.
That was just a bad break for Patak. Looked like this ball was gonna actually make its way over the netting, and it just stays hanging up there and is available for Shattuck to make a play on it. Did a good job getting her glove between the ball and the netting there and attacking it rather than waiting for it to kind of just come down to her.
2 down, 1 on for Adriana Martinez, who takes a first pitch strike from Ava Bradshaw. Duke pitching staff of 4.43 ERA, 9th in the ACC. Opposing teams batting .271 against the Blue Devils. That one high and inside on Martinez.
Well, this would be a huge confidence booster for Bradshaw if she could retire the 2-3-4, which has really been instrumental for Boston College all year long in terms of being able to produce runs for the Eagles.
Side, this is towards Jennings in right center and makes the catch. Blue Devils able to work around a leadoff single by Sammy Horn. It remains 1-0 as we go to the second here in Brighton.
Look at the Boston College defense. Janice Espinoza at second, Emma Knight at first, Katie Perrio at short, Holly Paharic, the freshman, at third, Sammy Horn in left, Tavy Borders in center, Nicole Riddell in right, and doing the catching, Abby Patek for Bailey Konjorski.
Konjorski fires a first pitch ball in to KK Mathis, the designated player here today. Able to work out of some trouble in the first inning after the double by Amina Vega and the error by Janice Espinoza to allow a run. Picked up a pair of ground outs, including one that ricocheted off of her own glove. This one stays high, 2-0 the count here to KK Mathis.
Yeah, kind of an ideal first inning for Konjorski, obviously, aside from the error. Got a lot of ground balls. That's the type of pitcher she is, pitching to contact, looking for ground balls. So got what she wanted the first time through, the meat of the Duke order.
Mathis takes a strike. Konjorski has not fallen behind 3-0. She has fallen behind 2-0. She's been able to pick up a strike, so good bounce back from Konjorski. Mathis batting .282 this season. 24 hits for the redshirt junior. Lobs this one into left field. It's going to bounce in front of Sammy Horn. It's going to be a leadoff single for KK Mathis.
Good strength shown by Mathis here. That one well in on the hands. And I think she's even out in front of it a little bit off the skinny part of the bat. Enough juice to put it out in left field, and Duke will threaten again here.
Gabriella Shattuck, the catcher, a freshman batting .293. Off speed, misses inside from Konjorski. Mathis, not a threat to steal, hasn't attempted a steal this season from first base. Both of these teams efficient, but not too threatening from the base paths, both in the 30s.
Well, they like to pick their spots on when to be aggressive, and leads to that high efficiency in terms of stealing bases.
Duke 37 of 40 on the season in steal attempts. A 2-0 count. Hard hit to third. Paharic picks it, goes to first, and gets the out on the stretch by Emma Knight. What a play at third by Holly Paharic.
A terrific job by the freshman, and good composure to be able to pop up and get that throwaway. There's a hard shot by Shattuck. Again, not a lot of room there, but any third baseman will tell you that ball gets on you quickly. And since Paharic started to see more time over there at third, I think she has paid dividends with her defense.
The young infield for the Eagles. First pitch missing here to Jayla Stafford, the first baseman. Stafford, .281 average this year. 7 doubles on 32 hits and a pair of home runs. Mathis stands at second. 1-0. Off speed drops below. Now 2-0.
Some of those close calls that Konjorski got in the first inning, not getting them here.
76 home runs for the Blue Devils this season. That's tied for second in the ACC with Virginia Tech. That's in there for a strike now, 2-1. We saw what the Hokies were able to do here in Brighton with their bats a couple weeks ago. North Carolina leads the ACC with home runs in total. Sun peaking here in Brighton. Konjorski looks in, and with 1 second on the pitch clock, will ask for time.
Yeah, I think that kind of sudden burst of sunshine through the cloud may have thrown her off a little bit. Batter still in a bit of shadow.
2-1 to Stafford. Off the plate, now 3-1. They did give an error to Janice Espinoza. Well, that ground ball by Jessica Oakland. It's the 52nd error this season by the Eagles, third most in the ACC. That one shifting towards right field, and Riddell runs out of space as it bounces in foul territory. 3-2 count, now at the plate to Jayla Stafford.
It looked like Riddell was thinking about maybe doing something crazy there going toward the wall, but probably better served to let that ball drop anyway. Even if you are able to make some sort of sliding, diving catch allowing the runner to tag and move to third.
3-2. And on the hands and fouling away is Stafford.
It's trademark Kinjorski there, works outside, draws a foul one way, then goes right back in on the hands. Tried for that swing and miss. This is the tough part about Kinjorski, though, is don't necessarily have that put-away pitch to freeze a hitter.
3-2. Another ground ball. Early was Stafford as she sends that one down to their baseline.
Early, but not as early as the previous pitch. And that one was a little more over the plate. So Stafford able to get a piece of it as that screwball timed up a little bit now. So may see Kinjorski go to something else here.
Kinjorski, the sophomore from Savannah, Georgia. 3-2. That one again fouled out of play.
Opted to stay with the screwball, but tried to run it back over the outside corner. You can see Stafford very aggressive with 2 strikes. Going to make sure she covers anything close.
They always say defend home plate with 2 strikes on, and great job by Jayla Stafford to battle here with Kinjorski. Another 3-2. That off speed's going to bounce. So close.
Almost had yourself a souvenir.
Inches away. I was ready, Ben.
You were?
The first time in almost a decade we had a chance.
It only took a bounce off the railing.
I didn't flinch that much. No. My arms up. I was ready for it.
Yeah, ready to make the play.
Good battle by Stafford at the plate. I got your back.
We're ready.
Fans went scurrying.
Yep.
Lucky souvenir.
Well, you never know. I mean, those deflections off a railing, you can't predict anything with that.
Just a little bit more. A little bit more. We've been waiting. (3-2). It's flared into center field. Mathis thought it was going to hang up enough, so she did not advance from second to third. But a good piece of hitting and a good at-bat by Jayla Stafford. She's aboard with a base hit.
Yeah, tough break with both middle infielders kind of playing away from the bag, covering up the hole. So this ball with all that backspin, you can see DePerio trying her best to track it down, but it was just hit to a perfect spot there.
1 down, 2 on for the Blue Devils. Showing bunt is Matthews over to first. Knight makes the play, but the sac bunt works by Adeline Matthews, and it brings up the top of the order with 2 runners in scoring position.
Well, it's a bit of a calculated risk by Duke, obviously. Sort of giving up the second out there, but you do so in order to turn the lineup around and give one of your best hitters an opportunity to try to break this game open.
Mathis at third, Stafford over at second. First pitch to Deanna Jennings, misses the zone. Jennings grounded out to second in her first at-bat in the first inning. Excellent play by Janice Espinoza. (1-0) to Jennings. Ground ball to DePerio, over to third to make the play, and the out. Great tag by Holly Paharic.
No
Do not
ruling yet on
believe the
whether
run
the run
comes
scored.
across. So 1-0 Duke as we go to the bottom of the second here in Brighton. Duke, and we'll take another close look here to see if the tag happened before the run scored. Paharic has the ball, runners coming home, and
I think there, the front of the plate is touched before the glove is applied. So I think there's some confusion. I mean, unfortunately, there wasn't a clear signal on the field from the crew, aside from the play at third, whether or not that run scored. So they haven't put it up on the board. But I believe there was some clarification from the Duke bench to the home plate umpire that the run had crossed. So I believe it is 2-0.
Yeah, so we just got confirmation that it is 2-0. The run does count before the tag by Paharic. So Mathis comes in and scores. And a first pitch strike here to Janice Espinoza to get the bottom of the second started for the Eagles.
Couple of tough luck runs to give up for Kinjorski. Again, nothing really terribly hard to hit that inning, or at least what was, ended up in an out. And still ends up giving up a run in the inning.
So a 2-0 lead here for Duke. Espinoza trying to get the Eagles going here in the bottom of the second. Watches that one off the plate, 2-1 as Bradshaw returns to the circle. Ava Bradshaw, the redshirt freshman from South Lyon, Michigan. Redshirted last year. That's inside. Espinoza takes. Now 3-1. Espinoza, the senior, came over from Mount San Antonio College. Spent last year as a junior with the Eagles, her first season on the Heights. 28 hits in 42 games. Predominantly at third base last year, but has moved over to second here this year for the Eagles. The 3-1. Ground ball to third. Picked up there by Jones. Fires to first, and an excellent throw by Jones. Able to get Espinoza for the first out here in the second.
I like that idea, aggressive coming out of the mound visit. Usually you expect a strike, not just because it's a 3-1 count as well, but tried to be aggressive, but unfortunately hit it right at Jones.
Brings up Tavy Borders, the center fielder for the Eagles. Sophomore from Georgia, takes a first pitch strike. Borders batting 146 this season, 13 hits and 89 at-bats, 3 doubles for the sophomore. That one off the plate, so 2-0 as Borders is ahead. Had a 2-hit game against South Carolina back on March 14th. 5 infielders again here for Duke. Ground ball towards third. Now it goes towards short. And a nice throw. Able to get the out is Jessica Oakland. That one just out of reach from Tyrena Jones, but good backup by Jessica Oakland. And 2 down here in the bottom of the second.
Yeah, good call by Oakland. That was her ball all the way, and you can see Borders still almost beat it out.
So Holly Paharic comes to the plate. Takes a first pitch strike. Excellent walk-up choice. And welcome to Jamrock by Damian Marley.
Can't go wrong with the Marley.
Oh, absolutely not.
Ask Shane Victorino.
3 RBIs for Paharic. Inside and low. Trying to deliver a quality moment here for the Eagles like Victorino did for the Red Sox.
That was one of those that just sort of, when it happens by nature, those are the moments that reflect well.
This one on a line down the line in left, and it bounces fair. So Paharic, a 2-out double as she delivers for Boston College here in the bottom of the second.
Well, you invoke Shane Victorino. That was pretty similar contact right down the line. Remember Victorino's bases loaded ball off the Green Monster? That was close to foul pole territory, just like this one from Paharic.
So just scraped off that line and left, and Marissa Young having a conversation with the umpires. Might ask them to come together, and now they will, as Charles McManus, the home plate umpire, calls in Dustin Holton and Jose Champaro.
It doesn't hurt to ask them to at least talk to each other on it. Of course, I don't know that this is a play you'd want to invoke your challenge on. It comes with 2 outs in the inning. Well, they are going to challenge. So, I mean, this one, it feels like you better be kind of 100% on this because you still have 2 outs in the inning. So, and you're facing the 8-hitter in Riddell.
Yeah, and this one again just looks like it hits off the line in foul territory, but does catch a piece at least from this vantage point.
Yeah, it looks like it hits chalk.
So Holly Paharic standing at second with a double with 2 outs. They have updated the scoreboard to reflect the run in the top of the second for Duke. So it is 2-0 here in Brighton. Boston College trying to get something going here in the bottom of the second inning. Duke and head coach Marissa Young go for the challenge. Gives us a chance to talk about Marissa Young, what she's been able to do with this program. Now 9 seasons in, 338 victories, was the 2024 ACC Coach of the Year. Back in 2024, led Duke to a 52-9 record, their second ACC championship and a 3rd straight Super Regional. Was an outstanding player at Michigan, was the 2002 Big Ten Pitcher of the Year and the 2003 Big Ten Player of the Year.
Pretty much ever since they came on the scene, they have been a factor in the ACC and have only gotten better and better each successive year, as you mentioned.
5 straight 40-win seasons, pretty impressive.
Yep, and should be on their way to another. Have to consider them among the favorites to win the ACC again this year. Wild things can happen in tournament time, but right now it feels like Duke, Florida State, Stanford, and you probably throw Virginia Tech in that mix, have put themselves maybe a slight half step above the rest of the group.
Umpires come out from the replay room.
Ruling on the field stands. It's a fair ball.
So they confirm it is a fair ball. So Paharic will have the double.
How about that? 3 doubles on the year out of 5 base hits for Paharic. Again, has had more opportunity over the past couple weeks, but paying off that opportunity with performance. Not only defensively, but getting a few opportunities with the bat as well.
2 down, 1 on. Off the plate here to Nicole Riddell. Been an excellent defensive acquisition for the Eagles in right field. Featured in SportsCenter's top plays with an excellent catch. A 1-0. That's in there for a strike. A 1-1 count here to Riddell. These 2 teams faced off in the 2024 ACC Championship tournament as this one's popped up towards right field. Jennings back under it and makes the play in center. Eagles strand 1 in the bottom of the second. It's 2-0 Blue Devils as we go to the 3rd inning here on ACC Network Extra. Getting close towards postseason play in the Women's College World Series in Oklahoma City. Duke looking to make another appearance after making their first back in 2024. Amina Vega to the plate here to start the third inning. First pitch off the plate from Bailey Kinjorski. ACC Player of the Week in Amina Vega. You can see the numbers here in ACC. First in doubles, first in triples. 66 runs scored, first in the conference.
67 now.
Picked one up in the first after the double against Kinjorski. 2-0 count as Kinjorski falls behind. 2-0, low, now a 3-0 count. Vega, just one of those all-around players, was the ACC Defensive Player of the Year back in 2024. An FCA All-American and a D1 softball All-American that same season. And there for a strike as Kinjorski bounces back.
It's going to be a huge inning for Kinjorski, right? Second time through the toughest part of the Duke order. Vega, Oakland, Jones have all had a look at what she has to offer, have a good idea of the approach.
3-1 off speed. And Vega earns the walk. Second straight inning. The leadoff batter aboard for the Blue Devils. Jessica Oakland, as we mentioned before, having herself quite a stretch here. Picked up an excellent piece of hitting against Tennessee as she was able to get the long ball against the Vols to help Duke to a 5-0 lead before Tennessee made it interesting. The Blue Devils able to hold on in the midweek for a 6-3 victory. Tennessee had the bases loaded in the 7th before Duke was able to shut the door. And mentioned Marissa Young scheduling such a tough non-conference schedule. Those Vols provided quite the test this past week. Inside pitch to Jessica Oakland.
Yeah, you look up and down the Duke schedule. I mean, ranked teams all throughout. They've already had double-digit wins against ranked opponents this year. Took some punches early on, but again, they're just playing so well lately. It feels like they're capable of beating anybody.
Strike here as Kinjorski evens it up at 1-1. Oakland had that 3-run home run in the first inning. Then it was Tyrena Jones with the 2-run home run to deep center in the third to make it 5-0. It was Alana and Gabby Leach with a pair of home runs in the 5th inning. This one driven to left field on the dive, and did she catch it? Held on in left field by Sammy Horn. What a play by the left fielder.
Well, there's a little bit of caginess here. I think Horn traps this ball, but Duke used its challenge in the bottom half of the inning. And I don't think any of the umpires got a great look at it. It's hard to tell because she turns her glove over, but it does look like it kind of fumbles out a little bit there at the end.
I think to that point, Ben, it does kind of roll off. The question is, does it touch the turf or does it stay in the web of the glove as she's sliding on it?
Tough to tell. They're going to discuss, but unless the umpires decide to go to the review of their own volition here, Duke is going to be, I think, left unsatisfied.
And sometimes you see outfielders kind of mistime it. Looked like Horn was waiting for it to drop a little bit more to leave her feet and then was able to extend and make the play.
And remember, the positioning of the umpires here plays a factor as well because the third base umpire, Jose Chaparro, is drawn over to second with the runner at first base. So you don't have an umpire situated at third base who's closer to the play. So it's basically the home plate umpire, Charles McManus, who has the best angle at this.
So they will go and take a look at the play. The ruling on the field was a catch for Sammy Horn. But it has to be conclusive enough for the umpires to overturn it. We'll take another look here as Horn tries to make the play in left field.
I mean, she definitely has it. It's, does she survive the ground? It's almost like you're applying an NFL standard here.
And I think right there is where you see it at the edge of the web of the glove. The question will be, did it pop out enough for the umpires to say that she did not, as you said, survive the ground here on the catch? I think right here is where the question becomes.
I think you can see the ball hit the ground there.
The umpires go to the replay room to take a look at the catch there by Sammy Horn. Beth Krysick looking on from the BC dugout. First season as the head coach for the Eagles, 6th overall coach in program history for Boston College. Comes over to the Eagles after 2 years as the head coach at St. Francis. Trying to get BC back into postseason play. We were saying both of these teams met in the 2024 ACC tournament. That game went into 10 innings, 2-0 victory for the Blue Devils.
Yeah, that was a near Cinderella run from Boston College. They won their sort of play-in or opener of that ACC championship, and I think Duke was the #1 seed that year. And great pitching performance, nearly got BC maybe one of their biggest upsets in program history.
Jayla Wright, who's one of the assistant coaches now for Duke, was the winning pitcher in that game against the Eagles back in 2024. Abby Dunning, who now pitches down at Clemson in her graduate season, took the loss for the Eagles. Dunning also picked up the victory against Syracuse for BC in that opening round game against Syracuse. Long review here as they take a look at the catch by Sammy Horn in left field. Outfielders gathered together.
Well, Oakland has not discarded the helmet, so that maybe tells you something that she feels like she's going to get either an opportunity to be at first base. I also don't know what the remedy is here, because that ball was right along the line. Where the ball makes contact with the ground is actually in foul territory. So, because Horn caught it in fair ground, but the ball landed in foul ground, does it then become foul ball?
We'll get those answers right here as the umpires come out from the replay room.
Call on the field has been changed to a no catch. We're going to put the runners at first and the runners at second.
So they're going to say no catch on the field by Sammy Horn, and they're going to put Oakland at first base. They'll keep Vega at second, and Beth Krysick now coming out. And to that's a good point that you bring up, Ben, because now they're basically saying it would have been a base hit instead of a foul ball. But the catch was made in fair territory, but the touch comes in the turf in foul territory.
Right, and the other problem is you're using a judgment call to put the runner at second base because Vega was hung up, right? If the play is allowed to play out, who's to say Horn isn't able to throw out Vega at second base? Now, the way she hit the ground, probably not, but, that's sort of subject to review from the umpires here.
Now, the other question, is that an error or is that a hit?
That's got to be a hit. Diving play by the outfielder. You give the outfielder the benefit of the doubt there.
Fourth hit of the afternoon belongs to Jessica Oakland. Now 2 on with no outs for the Blue Devils. And that brings Tyrena Jones to the plate. Grounded out to Kinjorski after an excellent play by the pitcher to get Jones at first base. First pitch in the dirt, going is Vega, throw from Patak, and an excellent slide from Mina Vega. Gets in safely. Good little burst in those final steps from Vega to get over to third base.
Boy, you think as Patak recovers this ball, Vega's dead to right. She's only halfway down, but you're right. She hit an extra gear in a hurry. And a terrific slide to the back of the bag to be able to beat the throw.
It's going to bring a conversation out into the circle as the Eagles pitching coach Garrett Nickel will have a conversation with the infield as Beth Kreisig joins along. Eagles had some players warming in the bullpen, including Alex Rossi, and now warming is Emily Van Cleef, the freshman from New Jersey.
Yeah, tough spot here for Kinjorski. Again, I think she's pitched pretty well, all things considered. You know, it's an unearned run in the first inning. In the second inning, you know, bad break that DePerio maybe can't field that ball cleanly and get the out at first, has to try for the out at third. And that's the difference between the run counting versus not counting in the second inning. And then, you know, tough break that Horn is not able to, you know, make a terrific catch. It would have maybe changed the perspective of this inning.
Two runners in scoring position for the Blue Devils. Jones with the 1-0 count, hits this one to center field. Back is Borders, this one carrying, this one is gone! Tyrena Jones, a 3-run bomb here in Brighton. And the Blue Devils take a 5-0 lead in the top of the third inning.
Well, that was the one you'd had to avoid if you were Kinjorski, and Jones felt like she was gonna get something to hit there. Kinjorski brings that screwball, eats up too much of the plate, and Jones is all over it, anticipating that ball as it sits over the outer half, and she just crushes it the other way, showing off the strength once again, and she has been a game breaker all year long for Duke.
Tyrena Jones now 1 home run and 1 RBI away from the program record in home runs and RBIs, and has turned this one quickly. 5-0 the lead. We have a pitcher change here in Brighton. Alex Rossi coming into the circle. We'll tell you about it when we come back here on ACC Network Extra. Here in Brighton at the top of the third inning, pitching change coming for the Eagles. Let's look back on this home run by Tyrena Jones as she adds another to her stat total here this season, and this one to dead center.
Again, just great anticipation, knowing what to get from Kinjorski in that situation. Screwball, and it, just tough location there from Kinjorski, and those little mistakes that Boston College just has not been able to get away with, especially against these upper echelon teams in the ACC.
Alex Rossi, the freshman from Bedford, Massachusetts. Lefty pitcher, has some great length to her. Has gotten a lot of work here in her first year with the Eagles. 6.45 ERA, and she hits Layla Lamar on the first pitch. So Lamar aboard for the first time. And KK Mathis, who singled back in the second inning and scored a run, comes to the plate to face Alex Rossi for the first time. 1-6 record for Rossi this year, making her 19th appearance. High and inside on the first pitch to Mathis.
And coming off that series against Syracuse, it's the most she's thrown in an ACC series, over 6 innings against the Orange. It was pretty effective during the game on Saturday. Only 2 runs allowed over 4 2/3.
Going off the plate, low and away. Holds the Bedford High School record for career strikeouts with over 990 in 4 years. Named the 2025 Massachusetts Gatorade Player of the Year. Rossi behind 2-0. That's in there for a strike. 65 miles per hour from Rossi.
We're just trying to give Duke a much different look, right? You just go righty to lefty, and you go from, you know, a lower velocity, east-west type pitcher to Rossi, who's a little bit more direct in her approach.
Bounces back with another strike. Can live in the mid-60s. We see that here with the 65 and followed by a 63 from Rossi. Nice.
And obviously still a freshman, so, you know, maybe the hope is that you uptick that velocity a little bit over the course of her career.
Good mixture of pitches, including a rise for Rossi. Curveball, screwball, changeup with some great spin on it. Two-two count here to KK Mathis.
At this point, you're just looking to get an out any way you can.
Ayla Lamar over at first base. The 2-2. Lays off of the high pitch. Makes it a full count. Good idea by Rossi.
I mean, that's a well-executed pitch. This is better eye by Mathis. You know, able to hold up on that riser.
3-2. As Rossi gets set in the circle. Fires that one right up the middle. Bounces in front of Borders. Another base hit for KK Mathis. And the Blue Devils continue here this inning, the 5th straight batter to reach safely.
Number 14, Gabriella Shattuck.
Gabriella Shattuck comes to the plate. 0 for 1 today, but an excellent play by Holly Paharic back in the 2nd inning to rob Shattuck of potentially extra bases. 2 on, no outs. Takes a first pitch strike from Rossi.
I'd love to try to get a ground ball up the middle here. See if you could turn 2. Shattuck obviously looking to get something she can square up, drive into a gap. Extend this lead for the Blue Devils.
Freshman watches that one off the plate. Freshman from New Jersey. 3 home runs on the year for Shattuck. 16 RBIs. Tough player to strike out. Only 4 strikeouts this season. 1-1. Grounder towards DiPiero. Fires to first. A high throw, and Knight able to gather that one in. Runners advance, and Mathis over, as well as Layla Lamar.
Now got the ground ball, but bit of a chopper, and so DiPiero not able to even think about turning 2 there with Mathis running. So get the sure out and hope you can deal with Stafford here.
Jayla Stafford singled back in the 2nd as runners at 3rd and 2nd base.
So just barely touched the outfield grass, so maybe doesn't qualify as an infield single in that regard, even though it was never played by an outfielder.
2 home runs on the year, a .287 batting average with 12 RBIs for Stafford. It's really one of the keys to the success for Duke this season is the production from the bottom half of the lineup. 1-0. That one a little late. Files that one out of play. 1-1.
Anytime you're getting double-digit runs batted in from, you know, 7, 8, 9 on the regular, that's obviously huge for any team. We talked about that with Virginia Tech a couple weeks ago. You know, there was really no relief in that Hokies order for a pitcher, and it's much the same when we talk about Duke.
Rossi, the 1-1. Hit right up the middle and off of Rossi. Stafford can make it safely to first base. It's the second time Duke has set one right back from where it's come.
Now batting for Duke.
And Jaworski was able to register the out this time. It just escapes away from Rossi as she uses her body.
Yeah, just a tough break, and that she can't really keep it in front of her. And she tried to tuck the glove down to be able to make that catch and just deflects off her torso and out to the side.
Adeline Matthews, first pitch swinging. Flies that one to Riddell in right. Throw to Patak, and the tag is made. Double play. Riddell to Patak at the plate, and the Eagles get out of the inning. Don't think they realize it, but that's the third out.
Yep.
Boston College, an inning-ending double play. Nicole Riddell lines it up in right, and an excellent throw all the way through to Abby Patak, who makes the tag. Blue Devils get 3 in the top of the third. They lead it 5-0 in Brighton. Here in Brighton, Boston College able to get out of a jam thanks to a great double play by the defense in the top half of the third inning. BK DiPiero, Sammy Horn, and Emma Knight due up for the Eagles. Ava Bradshaw returns to the circle. Just 2 hits surrendered by Bradshaw. No runs allowed. DiPiero bunts this one to third, picked up by Jones, and quick out for the Blue Devils here to start the third.
Yeah, tough to get away with that against this infield defense for Duke. So sound. You could see Jones quick to gobble up that bunt, even though it tried to hop to the side. You know, that had some movement on it, but sure-handed and made a terrific play on it.
Sammy Horn able to find a hole in between the 3 infielders on the left side. Duke returns back to that defensive alignment. Sammy Horn has been outstanding this year for the Eagles in that leadoff spot. 304 average with 41 hits. This one grounded again to the glove of Oakland. Fires to first, and Horn is retired.
Tried to go right back to that same spot, but Oakland a little more aggressive this time. Ball also takes a much higher hop. Allows her to attack it. Again, Blue Devils showing off that infield defense.
Blue Devils a .969 fielding percentage, 5th best in the ACC. First pitch a strike here to Emma Knight, who flew out in the first inning. There's 38 errors for Duke, 4th lowest in the conference. The 0-1, a little late on it, fouled into the netting. Now 0-2 as Bradshaw jumps ahead. This is where the Eagles are going to need some contributions against a team like Duke during the weekend. Bradshaw trying to have a quick inning here. 0-2, grounded towards third. High chop to Jones, fires to first, and coming across was Stafford got a piece of Knight. You can hear the ooze and the crowd in that Duke dugout, but everybody looks to be all right.
I don't know if that was Stafford hitting Knight or the throw. I thought the throw caught Knight. No, it was just in front of her. Yeah, Stafford trying to reach out and make the play. And I mentioned a rare miscue for the Blue Devils infield. Jones just throwing that one a little too inside the line there.
Leave it to me to bring up the defensive numbers, and then all of a sudden, there's another error. First pitch missing here to Abby Patak. Had the excellent tag on the relay throw from Riddell. Emma Knight over at first base.
I'm sure that scouting report will make its way quickly around the Duke bench for the rest of the weekend. Don't run on the right fielder.
Well, we've talked about it. Riddell has had some excellent catches in right field. This time he shows off the arm strength. The 2-0. Patak grounded towards second. Amina Vega fields it and throws over to first to Stafford. That's going to do it here to end the third inning. Eagles get one aboard. But another quick inning for Ava Bradshaw and the Blue Devils. They lead it 5-0. College softball takes the field today for something bigger than just the game. It's the annual Strikeout ALS Awareness Game held in honor of Pete Frates, a former Boston College baseball captain, and the inspiration behind the Ice Bucket Challenge, which raised millions in the fight against ALS. His courage and leadership turned a personal battle into a global movement. And today, every pitch, every strikeout matters for the Eagles as they host their annual Strikeout ALS Awareness Game, and the Blue Devils lead it 5-0 here in Brighton. Jennings returns to the plate for a third time today.
What a wonderful cause, and obviously the legacy of Pete Frates reflected every day here at the Harrington Athletics Village. His name over on the hitting center. And it's a cause that remains close to the programs here at BC.
Jennings bunts it, but an excellent play by Knight to get the out. Retires the first batter.
Now batting for Duke, number 17.
Pete Frates, who was an outfielder, graduated back in 2007, diagnosed with ALS in March of 2012, and everyone remembers that Ice Bucket Challenge. It started back in 2014, has raised over $200 million for ALS awareness. This one, a pop fly back to left field. Back is Horn, and off the wall it goes. Horn got tangled up as Amina Vega stands at second with another double here today. Reached base all 3 times. Now has a one-out double to start the fourth.
Another tough break here for Sammy Horn out in left field. Again, just has some trouble tracking the flight of this ball. You could see it was hit high but deep and had some inside-out tail on it. And Horn just never really able to get her feet set as she ends up crashing into the wall.
Brings up Jessica Oakland. First pitch strike from Alex Rossi. Oakland reached on an error back in the first inning. Single and scored in the third. 9 home runs, 45 RBIs, batting .416. 0-1 from Rossi. Off speed, stays off the plate.
Trying to stay away from Oakland, keep things on the outer half, but with some of these power bats for Duke, it may not matter, as we saw with Jones the last time.
1-1 from Rossi. Hard hit into the gap in right. This is going to get to the wall as Oakland turns at first. Coming in to score is Vega, and it's an RBI double for Jessica Oakland.
Well, just outstanding polished hitting here by the shortstop for the Blue Devils. You can see had intended to take this ball the other way the whole time, keeps her hands in nicely and just turns that ball the other way. You know, even if she hits a grounder, you know she's hitting one to the right side to move that runner over. That is tremendous execution and having a plan of what you want to do at the plate.
First pitch missing to Tyrena Jones. 3-run homer last time up in the third inning. Made it a 5-0 lead for the Blue Devils. Gonna do some damage here in the fourth as well with the runner at second. 1-0 off the plate, now 2-0. Rossi not trying to leave anything over the plate against the dangerous hitting Tyrena Jones. Hit 2 home runs in the 7th inning to walk off against Stanford. This one popped up in the infield. Knight tracking it at first and makes the play. Jones retired for the 2nd time today. Now Layla Lamar will step to the batter's box. Was hit by a pitch by Rossi. Was the first batter that Alex Rossi came in to face in the 3rd inning. A 6-0 lead for the Blue Devils. First pitch to Lamar off the plate at 66 miles per hour. Rossi with the 1-0. Big swing and a foul tip into the mid of the tack. 1-1 now the count. You mentioned for Lamar, oldest daughter of Marissa Young, her sister Jolino playing over at UCLA. This one's in on the hands, popped up towards Espinoza, and fielded there by Janice Espinoza. Blue Devils get one more here in the 4th. They lead it 6-0 over Boston College here on ACC Network Extra. 7-0 here in the bottom of the fourth inning. Adriana Martinez has been finding the power for the Eagles lately. Hit a home run against Syracuse, extended her hit streak to 3 straight games, picked up a hit in the final game of the series as well against the Orange to help Boston College in that final game to avoid the sweep. Grounded foul here by Martinez. Comes into today with a 4-game hit streak.
Yeah, home runs each of the last few ACC series for Martinez, so good sign of continued power development from the sophomore this year.
0-1 off the plate. Ava Bradshaw made quick work of the Eagles so far, just surrendering 2 hits. And able to work through the heart of the Eagles' order. Sees Martinez for a second time. That one low and inside, now 2-1. The count to Martinez.
The biggest thing, Lewis, is that she's only had 1 count where she's gone to 3 balls. So it's never even been close, really, to walking a hitter in this game.
Big swing and a miss by Adriana Martinez, the sophomore from Buford, Georgia. Last year was named to Softball America's 2025 freshman watch list. The 2-2. Swung on and missed, and the first strikeout for Ava Bradshaw as she sits down Adriana Martinez.
Well, she was fired up about that one, too. Looked like it just had a little tail on the end of it, carried up and out of the zone, and Martinez unable to lay off it. Yeah, you see that ball just continuing to tail away from the right-handed hitter.
So 1 down for Janice Espinoza, grounded out to third base, and appeal to first, and Espinoza able to hold the swing. Mentioned earlier, came over from Mount San Antonio College, was outstanding, was named the 2023 SCC Player of the Year. Another strike as this one fired in, 67 miles per hour by Bradshaw. 1-1 the count to Espinoza. Showed bunt, laid off of it.
Well, this now the longest outing for Bradshaw in a month. To go back to their series against Virginia Tech, she had a 4-inning relief outing on March 14th.
That one hit hard towards right. On the run is Lamar, and able to make up the ground, bobbled a little bit, but secured by Lamar. That's going to be 2 outs here in the 4th.
Just a little casual at the end, a little juggling act as it hopped out of the mitt for a moment, but no trouble for Lamar.
Had an excellent play against Tennessee on Wednesday night to help preserve the lead for the Blue Devils. They'll have the shift on here for Tavy Borders. We'll go back to the 5 infielders. Lamar moving all the way from right to left field as Borders takes a first pitch strike.
Yeah, Matthews is the one playing up the middle, just to the right of Bradshaw, closest to the bag at second.
The 0-1. Called strike 2. Just living on the outside edge is Ava Bradshaw.
It's one of those teams will shift if they feel like it's to their benefit. And so for Borders, you have to prove you can beat it.
0-2, called strike 3. And Ava Bradshaw, a 1-2-3 inning with the pair of strikeouts to quiet the Eagles' bats here in the 4th. It's been all Blue Devils. They lead it 6-0 over the Eagles here in Brighton. Ava Bradshaw having an outing here against Boston College. Back in Brighton, top of the 5th inning, 6-0 lead for the 14th ranked Duke Blue Devils here, in control of game 1 of a 3-game set against Boston College. Alex Rossi returns to the circle. First pitch grounder towards third, but foul as KK Mathis looks to get aboard for the 3rd time today. Singled in the 2nd and singled in the 3rd. Second time seeing Alex Rossi. 0-1, that one high and tight, able to get out of the way.
Mathis with those 2 hits now up to 299 on the year, so almost the entire Blue Devil starting lineup hitting close to 300 or better. Just Mathis, Shattuck, and Stafford coming in.
This one blooped into center field, and Mathis will be aboard for the 3rd time today.
That'll get you over 300.
Gonna get the job done.
Now batting for Duke, number 14, Gabriella Shattuck.
Gabriella Shattuck will come to the plate now with a runner on. Let's see, Mathis getting set there at first. Lamina Vega, 2 doubles, 2 runs scored for the Blue Devils. A 3-run home run by Tyrena Jones made it a 5-0 game for the Blue Devils in the 3rd inning. Looks like we're gonna get a pinch runner at first base for Mathis. Take another look here at the game summary. Ava Bradshaw, 4 innings pitched, 2 hits, 3 strikeouts. Excuse me, 2 strikeouts, and number 3 is coming in for Duke. Ariel Kruger, a freshman, will be the pinch runner at first base. Boston College, a pair of hits, but have not been able to plate a run.
It felt like the biggest missed opportunity came early on for BC, right? Leadoff hitter Sammy Horn in the first gets on with that base hit through the drawn-in infield. And then best part of the lineup for BC, Knight, Patak, Martinez unable to do anything the first time around against Bradshaw. And she's just been in cruise control since. Attacking hitters, getting fairly weak contact aside from the Paharic double, which was right on the line.
1-1 count. Here to Shattuck. Takes a 2nd strike called. Good movement on that pitch from Rossi. Kruger over at first base, 1 for 2 on steal attempts this season. 37 total steals for the Blue Devils this year. 1-2. Fouled out of play. Rossi jumps ahead 1-2. Freshman will take a peek at the wrist, get on the same page with Abby Patak here. 1-2. That one hit the opposite way. Riddell's gonna watch it bounce in front. Another base hit for the Blue Devils. First hit of the day for Gabriella Shattuck. And first 2 batters reach here in the 5th for Duke.
And for a moment, it looked like Riddell was thinking about trying to dive underneath that ball, but it was just sinking way too quickly. Better to just square up, play it off the hop, and make sure you don't allow the lead runner to get beyond second.
Looks like we'll also get a pinch runner at first base for Shattuck. Like Landon Collins, the freshman from Texas, will come in.
Figured this might be an opportunity for Duke with the big lead to get some newer faces onto the field.
See Olivia Watkins, one of the associate head coaches for Duke, was a former assistant coach here at Boston College before going down to Durham and joining Marissa Young's staff. 2 on, no outs. First pitch swinging for Stafford. Big swing and a miss. Two for 2 is Jayla Stafford. The single in the 2nd and a single in the 3rd. Oh, 1 off the plate. We were talking about Watkins was outstanding here as an assistant coach for the Eagles. Impactful in developing Eli Mataya, who was outstanding outfielder for Boston College. You know, BC improved their running numbers. Eagles had 11 stolen bases in the years before Watkins joins. That one's fouled off. 1 and 2 now. The Eagles jumped up to 21 steals in 2021 and then 40 steals in 2022. Also spent some time at Dartmouth College as an assistant coach for 2 seasons. Rossi with the 1-2. That one a little late on the swing was Stafford, fouled it out of play.
And Rossi would do well to find a pitch to put away Stafford here. Strikeout would be massive.
1-2, lays off the rise. 2 and 2.
As we've talked about with this Duke lineup, though, they do not swing at bad pitches. They are selectively aggressive in the best way possible.
2-2 swung on and missed. And Rossi has her first strikeout, and a big one here of Jayla Stafford. Now 1 down with 2 on, and Adeline Matthews coming to the plate.
I just said Duke doesn't swing at bad pitches. That's not a bad pitch by any means. That is a perfect pitch from Alex Rossi. Great deception on the changeup. Stafford thinking she was getting another heater there.
Matthews takes the first pitch, bunted it on the first pitch in the second, and then flew out to right field that ended the inning on the double play. Also swung on the first pitch that time. This time waits to see one from Rossi. 1-0. Gonna miss the zone.
Well, Duke knows obviously opportunity to get to that 8-run mark here in the 5th. If they can find a way to get Matthews aboard here, and then all of a sudden you're trying to deal with Jennings and Vega in the top of that order again.
That's in there for a strike from Rossi.
And so to that end, for Rossi, if you're trying to avoid trouble this inning, it's imperative that you retire Matthews here.
Matthews, the freshman from Tallahassee, Florida. Had a 2-hit game against North Carolina in that series last weekend. Lays off that one, now 3 and 1. As you said, a big moment here for Rossi. At the top of the order looming, and Deanna Jennings waiting on deck. Kruger over at second base. Collins over at first. 3-1, hit hard into the gap in right. Riddell on the run, makes the catch. Good speed by Nicole Riddell. And 2 are away here in the 5th.
Boy, normally where this ball is hit, you would expect the center fielder to take over, but Riddell just got such a terrific jump on it. And maybe just has a better read on this ball. You can see a little bit of a late reaction by Borders, but just more outstanding anticipation and defense from Nicole Riddell.
First 2 batters reached. A strikeout and a flyout brings up Deanna Jennings with 2 on and 2 outs.
And you know she's thinking in her head that she's due.
Pair of ground outs for Jennings today. A little late on that one from Rossi. He's going to even up at 1 and 1. Take a look at the numbers. 8th in the ACC in batting average. Top 5 in runs scored. Has 1 hit in now 16 of the 19 ACC games played. All-time leader in hits in program history for Duke. Trying to break it open here for the Blue Devils against BC in game 1. He's off the rise. Now 2 and 1 to Jennings. 570 slugging percentage. Is hitting .464 with runners in scoring position this season. 2-1 from Rossi. Big swing and a miss.
It's funny you see all those program accolades for Jennings, and you think back to the last time these two actually played in ACC series. She was just sort of the new face on the scene, right? And you know, obviously a spark to Duke as a freshman, and now she's sort of the veteran leader.
Now time flies when you're having fun.
Yes.
Deanna Jennings, a big part of the turnaround here for Duke, and having them be one of the top teams in the ACC after their first season back in 2018. Big moment here, full count to Jennings. Runners at first and second. Lays off the high pitch, and Jennings earns the walk. Bases will be loaded for Amina Vega.
Now batting for Duke, number 17, Amina Vega.
And nowhere to put Vega, and she knows that as well, so she's going to be waiting for something that she can put into the gap once again.
17-game hitting streak for Vega. 8 home runs, batting over 450. Takes a first pitch strike from Rossi. Couple of doubles and 3 runs scored for Vega today.
If you're Rossi, you're just looking to try to spot your pitch, hope that Vega hits it at somebody.
The 0-1 from Rossi, high and outside. Vega earned Player of the Week honors not only from the ACC, but D1 softball, Softball America, softball on SI. It was just dominant performance last week in the 4 games. 9 for 12 for the Blue Devils. Big swing and a miss on the inside pitch from Rossi makes it 1-2.
I like the approach to this at bat so far. In, out, back in. Mix of speeds, mix of locations. Trying to change the eye level of the hitter.
Rossi trying to strand the runners here. The 1-2. An appeal down to third. They'll say no swing from Vega.
That's the right call, but again, I like the approach. Go back outside. You know, previous pitch was low and in. This one's up and away. And now you just worry about falling into a pattern here. You know, if Vega's anticipating another inside pitch, maybe you go back to the outer half.
The 2-2 from Rossi. On its way. Outside and high. Another full count as Rossi stays disciplined with the approach.
Well, drew the check swing on the last one. Maybe thought she could coax the swing out of her here. But I think now you have to try to go back in on the hands and, again, hope for a swing and a miss or weak contact.
3-2. Popped up in the infield. Rossi calling for it in the circle, and Paharik comes in and makes the play. Called off Rossi at the last minute. Blue Devils had him loaded. 6-0 lead here for Duke as we go to the bottom of the 5th. for Duke. It started in the first for the Blue Devils, picking up a run off of the hit by Jessica Oakland. Then in the third inning, really broke open after leading 2-0. A 3-run home run by Tyrena Jones made it 5-0 Blue Devils. He added one more in the fourth to make it 6-0, and that's the score here as we go to the bottom of the fifth inning. Eagles trying to get some action on the base paths here against Ava Bradshaw, who's been outstanding so far today. A pair of strikeouts, has only given up 2 hits to Boston College, and has a shutout on the board.
Yeah, one of the best outings of the year for the redshirt freshman. Again, longest appearance in over a month. Longest ACC start. And if she gets through the fifth here, it'll be match her longest start of the year, which came in the opener against CSU Bakersfield.
Had 5 hits given up in that one, 4 earned runs and 2 strikeouts. Part of a 13-4 victory for Duke. That's in there for a strike against Holly Paharic, who has one of the 2 hits against Bradshaw, a double back in the second inning.
And it's interesting, we go back, you think back to those highlights, and
This one off the edge of the bat and caught there at first base by Jayla Stafford.
how small the margin for error is in some of these ACC games, and sort of why a team like Duke is as elite as they have been this year, and how they're able to take advantage of situations. You know, that errant ground ball in the first led to a run. You know, a tough spot for Kinjorski, and Jones makes her pay with a 3-run homer.
Wydell grounder to Bradshaw, stops it and gets the throw over first base. How about the pitchers today? They've been dealing with a lot. Bradshaw able to knock that one down and make the play.
Got to be ready to be under fire sometimes in the circle. And again, Bradshaw making sure to protect herself, just knocks the ball down and then makes the play to retire Riddell.
Home plate umpire Charles McManus comes out to make sure Bradshaw's okay. 6 straight retired for Ava Bradshaw. Trying to make it another 1-2-3 inning with Cade DePerio at the plate. Takes a strike. DePerio grounded out to third base to start the third inning. The 0-1 from Bradshaw, just off the plate. .299 average for Cade DePerio, who was ACC Freshman of the Week back in February. 1-1, a little late on that one, fouls it into the netting.
One of those players who came with Coach Kreisig to BC and originally committed to play for her at St. Francis.
2 off the plate. 2 years at St. Francis for Beth Kreisig, leading them to a pair of NCAA tournament. A 2-2, grounded towards Bradshaw and past the glove of Matthews. Even with the shift on, DePerio finds a base hit with 2 outs, and that turns the lineup card over for the top of the order and Sammy Horn.
Obviously, you have that drawn in infield. Matthews is able to get to the ball, but not able to make a clean play. And you wonder just how much goes into, you know, it's an outfielder trying to field an infield ground ball. It's obviously a little bit different on the dirt as opposed to the grass. I think even if she fields it clean, DePerio has a pretty good shot at beating that ball out.
Great speed at first base now for the Eagles. Sammy Horn takes a strike.
I mean, no reason not to take a chance at trying to steal second here and give yourself an opportunity to get a runner in scoring position.
Especially, as you mentioned, outfielder basically closest to the bag, maybe not that familiar with taking those throws from the catchers. This one's bounced over the shortstop and the third baseman as Sammy Horn has her second hit of the day, and the Eagles with 2 outs have 2 on, and Emma Knight coming to the plate.
I tried to chop this one through the dirt. She doesn't really change the swing, but almost kind of comes down with an axe-like motion a little bit there. That ball way off the underside of the bat. But a nice piece of hitting by Horn, who's giving BC a glimmer here in the 5th.
Bradshaw, first sign of trouble. This one's bounced through the legs of Shattuck. And it's going to advance the runners to 3rd and 2nd. Now with 2 outs and Knight at the plate.
And again, this is one of Bradshaw's longer outings of the year. This is the most she's thrown pitch number-wise since 2 2/3 against Virginia a couple weeks ago. So you look back really over the last month, she hasn't gone, for the most part, more than 30, 40 pitches in an outing. Obviously, they're trying to stretch her out a little bit more in this series.
Emma Knight, 1-0, fouled back.
But that's something, again, that BC can look for. You know, you start to get a sense of her patterns, her rhythm. And for a pitcher, sometimes it can be hard when you've been used in one fashion for the majority of a season to then be asked to do something else.
1-1. Off the edge of the bat again as Knight fouls it back.
I think the response here from Bradshaw is just to go into attack mode. Try to dare Knight to beat her.
2 strikeouts for Ava Bradshaw. A 1-2 count here to Emma Knight. That's in the dirt. Good stop by Shattuck to keep DiPiero over at 3rd base. Sammy Horn stands at 2nd. Abby Patak waiting on deck for the Eagles. The 2-2. Inside. Now a full count to Emma Knight.
All right, go back to what we talked about off the top of the approach by Emma Knight. Behind in the count, doesn't panic. It's able to take a tough pitch inside to get the count full.
It's going to lead to a conversation in the circle as Marissa Young will come out. Gabriella Shattuck in the circle.
It's an interesting decision here because you do have first base open. Now, obviously, you don't want to put yourself in even a tougher situation with bases loaded, but you also don't want to give Knight anything obvious to hit here. So I think, you know, you're looking to just put a pitch in a tough spot. And if she manages a base hit out of it, you tip the cap. But you're not afraid to give up a walk in this spot if you're Bradshaw.
The full count tonight. Hard hit but foul. DiPiero and Beth Kreisig getting out of the way.
Well, she was on it. She just on it a little early.
Kreisig and DiPiero share a life there at 3rd base. Will be part of the growth here for the Eagles, those two. And this one at the plate with Emma Knight. Another 3-2. Hard hit grounder right to Jones. Fires to first and a long stretch. Great throw by Tyrena Jones. And Jayla Stafford extends to make the play. The Eagles strand 2 in the bottom of the 5th. It remains 6-0 Duke here in Brighton. Another great play by Tyrena Jones at 3rd base. All-around player for the Blue Devils, helping out on the defensive end as well. the 6th inning. Now 9 seasons in, and how about the success for Marissa Young and the Blue Devils? 5 consecutive NCAA tournament appearances. Finally made it to the Women's College World Series back in 2024. 2-time ACC champs, including that year. First pitch here to Jessica Oakland, missing off the plate by Alex Rossi. Mentioned they had to go through Boston College to win that second ACC title. Five straight 40-win seasons for the Blue Devils, on their way to another. Hot shot to third. Paharic grabs it off the edge of the glove, throws to first, scooped by Knight, and the out is registered. Excellent defensive play by Holly Paharic, her second of the day.
How about back-to-back brilliant plays by the third baseman, one on each side. We saw the arm strength from Tyrena Jones to retire Knight in the bottom half of the 5th. And now Paharic showing the glove and the throw from the knees just in time. And a great pick by Knight at first base as well.
There's Jones, first pitch swinging, and Borders comes in to make the play. So a quick out here for Tyrena Jones.
Boy, Alex Rossi has had a really nice relief outing, especially considering the fact that she came on, you know, found herself in a bases loaded situation in the 3rd, did not give up a run, an inherited run in that inning. Aside from the back-to-back doubles from Vega and Oakland, the freshman's been pretty sharp. Have to consider this as maybe one of her best outings of the year, maybe even the best when you factor in the level of competition.
And able to work out of some jams, surrendering that 1 run in the 4th. 0-1. Lamar lays off of it.
And this is the sort of outing that will probably inspire some confidence in Beth Kreisig to maybe go back to her at some point tomorrow with the planned doubleheader. You know, it's going to be another all-hands-on-deck situation. It's pretty much been the case just about every game for BC this year.
This is hard hit to right and carrying and gone! Layla Lamar with the long ball here in Brighton. Makes it 7-0 Blue Devils as Lamar picks up home run number 10 on the season.
Well, just as we sing the praises of the freshman, she leaves one out over the inner half, and Lamar turns on it, a no-doubter right off the bat. Gets hung up a little bit in the wind, but you can see squared that one up solidly. And as great an athlete as Nicole Riddell is, not able to leap and pull that one back.
Gonna re-enter KK Mathis here as the DP. Ariel Kruger pinch ran for her back in the 5th, so some lineup changes here to get Mathis back at the plate. 2 down, 1 across here in the 6th inning for the Blue Devils. Mathis fouls that one. Lamar tallied 3 multi-home run games. Was the number 7 utility player in Softball America's March position rankings. Hard hit past the third baseman in Holly Paharic. This one gets to the wall. Mathis thinking about 2. It's to the cutoff in DiPerio. And Mathis aboard for the 4th time today with her first extra base hit.
Boy, what a day at the plate for the Duke DP. Again, just putting everything through the defense.
It's going to bring up Gabriella Shattuck to the plate.
First 4-hit game of the year for Mathis. Went 3 for 3 against Hawaii back on February 19th. But had scuffled a little bit, 0 for the last 6. So off to a terrific start in this series.
And here's a familiar face for some of the Eagles in Aaliyah Terrell, the senior who started her career at Boston College. Will be the pinch runner for Mathis over at second base. Terrell will stand at second, and Gabriella Shattuck back to the plate. Hard hit to center. Borders is back. This one, see ya! Into the parking lot. Gabriella Shattuck joining in on the home run fun here in Brighton. Hits her 4th home run of the season, and Duke now leads it 9-0.
A big inning here for the Blue Devils. Shattuck getting the spot start today and delivering at the plate here with a big blast to center field.
Alex Rossi, her afternoon will be done as the Eagles will make a call to the bullpen, trailing 9-0 here in the 6th inning with 2 outs. It'll be Shannon McLeod coming into the circle. We'll tell you about her when we come back here to Brighton.
Live or on demand, all in one place.
9-0 lead for Duke here in the top of the 6th inning. Shannon McLeod, the new pitcher for the Eagles, a sophomore from Cohasset, Massachusetts. Trying to work out of this inning for the Eagles, making her 7th appearance of the season. 8 walks to 8 strikeouts for McLeod. Opponents batting .417 against the sophomore. See the scouting report for McLeod, mixes in that drop ball specialist. According to Beth Kreis, it can change speeds and lives low in the strike zone. We'll have to deal with Jayla Stafford with the bases empty here in the top of the 6th inning. First pitch missing here to Stafford. It's 2 for 3 today with a pair of singles and a strikeout.
The big thing for McLeod, want to try to avoid getting the barrel of the bat. We've seen as a Duke team perfectly capable of generating their own power if they can square it up. As we saw with the home runs from both Lamar, Shattuck, even go back to Tyrena Jones in the 3rd. When they put the barrel on the ball, it goes a long way.
McLeod falls behind 2-0. Three runs in the 6th inning here for the Blue Devils. That one upstairs, now 3-0. Have scored in every inning but the top of the 5th inning. Right in there with the first 2 base runners getting on before Alex Rossi was able to work out of the trouble. Three outs to Stafford. That one's low. Tossed the bat the wrong way, so has to go retrieve it. Some laughs there from the dugout for the Blue Devils.
Yeah, a little bit of a pattern, right? Second time through against both Kinjorski and Rossi's when they really started to run into the trouble.
9 runs, 4 doubles, 3 home runs for the Blue Devils. To pick up a pair of steals. Big swing and a miss by Matthews. Adeline Matthews, 0 for 2, had a sac bunt back in the 2nd inning. Pair of flyouts to right field. 4 home runs, 12 RBIs for the 9-hitter. Cloud ahead 0-1. That one grounded to Espinoza at second. Fires to first, and that's going to do it. Blue Devils add 3 here in the top of the 6th. Layla Lamar goes solo first, and then Gabriella Shattuck with a 2-run bomb made it 9-0 as we go to the bottom of the 6th inning here in Brighton. Eagles down to their final 3 outs. For Duke over Boston College here in game 1 of the 3-game set between the Blue Devils and the Eagles this weekend. First pitch inside on Abby Patak. David Bradshaw back out there for the 6th inning. .397 batting average for Patak. That one gonna miss the zone again.
Interesting spot for Bradshaw. Again, it's asking her to go a little bit deeper. Obviously, you want to give her the opportunity for the complete game victory. And if she can put up another goose egg, it would only be the 5th time BC's been shut out this year.
With all 3 pitches to start with Patak, so it's going to lead to a conversation as Gabriella Shattuck comes out to settle Bradshaw. Patak and Martinez will share a conversation as well.
For some of the struggles the Eagles have had, and we've gone over it, throughout the year. The hitting has been kind of one of the consistent things that they've been able to manage. Now, hasn't always been able to produce big runs, but it's typically been able to produce something, and that's largely due to this middle 3.
Rio gonna miss here to Patak, so a leadoff walk here in the 6th inning for Abby Patak.
First walk allowed.
Taking a look at the toughest schedule here across the ACC, Duke with the pass winning percentage of opponents at .646, just ahead of Stanford, Clemson, and Cal. They've had the toughest schedule so far in the conference and 6th toughest in Division I. BC, they're at 6th in the ACC. Looks like we'll have a pinch runner for Abby Patak over at first base. Tanis Jackin, the junior, will come in. Now Adriana Martinez at the plate.
First step for BC is just trying to find a way to get a run across, and if you can get 2, you can at least force Duke to extend this game a little bit.
Off the edge and picks up a strike here against Adriana Martinez. 0 for 2 day for Martinez. Struck out back in the 4th inning against Bradshaw. It was the first of 2 strikeouts that inning. Grounded towards short. Off of the glove of Oakland. Just keep it in front. First 2 batters reach. as Jackin moves over to second base, and this one just eats up Oakland.
Yeah, I'll be curious to see how they score this. It's obviously not fielded cleanly, but it's on the backhand. It's hitting the hole. You know, even if Oakland comes up with that ball, I think it's going to be a bang-bang play at first anyway. Even with Martinez running, who's, you know, not the fastest runner that BC has. So, you know, sort of in between there, they do score in an error.
Another pinch runner for the Eagles. Caitlin DeGeer, the junior from Georgia, will pinch run for Martinez at first base. So 2 on, no outs for Janice Espinoza. Just off the plate on the first pitch from Bradshaw.
Had some real timely hits in that Syracuse series, and you know, if she can get it going here, then all of a sudden you're talking about a big 4 instead of a big 3 in that lineup for BC.
Inside and low. Just struggled to find the strike zone here, has Bradshaw. Bottom of the 6th inning. Eagles trying to extend this one. Trailing by 9. (2-0) to Espinoza. That's high. Now 3-0.
Certainly Marissa Young, I think, was hoping at this stage to not have to use another arm, but I think with every successive miss and every successive base runner for BC, you're putting more and more thought into getting someone loose to be able to come into this game in relief of Bradshaw here.
Espinoza, 3-hit day against Syracuse in Game 3 of that series, including a double. That's in there for a strike from Bradshaw. Had a home run in that series against Syracuse as well. Hits in all 3 games against the Orange. Jackin at second base, DeGeer at first. 3-1. It's gonna miss inside. Another walk for Ava Bradshaw. And it's gonna load him up for the Eagles. And Holly Paharic coming to the plate. Excuse me, Tavy Borders up next for the Eagles. And it looks like a pinch hitter is gonna come in for Borders. Gonna be Carly Bunnell, the sophomore from Florida. Now batting .214 this season for the Eagles. Making her 18th appearance on the year, 6 hits and 28 at-bats. And Marissa Young gonna use this time as well in the circle to try to game plan with Bradshaw and the infield.
Yeah, just trying to keep Bradshaw focused here, get her to still be aggressive around the zone because, again, you know, the big thing here is you have to be able to trust your defense. It's been excellent for Duke pretty much all game. You know, a hard luck error on Oakland in the inning. It's only the second one of the game for the Blue Devils.
Bases loaded for Bunnell. First pitch misses.
And for Bunnell here, you have to be willing to be patient and wait Bradshaw out.
(1-0). Popped up in the infield. Infield fly in effect. A 1 down as Bunnell is retired. And now it brings up Holly Paharic. A double and a line out to first for Holly Paharic. Would love a big hit here for the Eagles. Try to extend this one. Boston College trailing 9-0 in the bottom of the 6th inning. First pitch grounded. Bradshaw knocks it down, fires to first to get the out. A run does come in as Jackin scores from third. Makes it an 8-run game. All the way to third is DeGear.
Well, step one accomplished. You prevent the shutout if you're BC, and now if you get something from Riddell here, you at least force Duke to go on into the 7th inning.
Nicole Riddell 0 for 2 today. First pitch missing. Freshman from Riverside, California. 2-hit game back on March 21st against Pitt. It's off the plate. Had 1 hit in the series against Syracuse. That one low. That hit was a home run for Riddell. 4th home run of the season. Has a 3-0 count here against Bradshaw. In there for a strike.
With Greisick having a laugh, I don't think she thought that was over the plate. 3-0, sometimes you get a little wider zone.
It's in there now for a 2nd strike, so a good bounce back by Bradshaw. Fell behind 3-0. 2 straight strikes makes it a full count.
That one I think was over the plate, but that was a pretty good frame by Shattuck too. She brought that one back over a little bit.
3-2 from Bradshaw. Popped up towards the dugout for Duke, carrying out of play off the netting. The numbers for the Eagles: 1 for 10 with runners on, 0 for 4 with runners in scoring position. Eagles 2 for 9 with 2 outs. But Herrick trying to give the Eagles a 3rd hit. A full count with 2 down and 2 on. That's upstairs. It's going to be another walk for Bradshaw.
It's all self-inflicted wounds in the inning for Duke. 3 walks and an error. And I think that's going to be it for Bradshaw.
Look at a pitching change here in Brighton as Larissa Jaquez will come in for the Blue Devils to close the door. 9-1 lead for Duke here in Brighton. Inning, Larissa Jaquez making her 25th appearance of the season. A 4.89 ERA, 3-4 record. 31 walks to 43 strikeouts. 2nd on the Blue Devils in strikeouts behind Cassidy Curd,
Who I expect we would see at some point tomorrow.
And after 124 pitches against Tennessee on Wednesday, I think she needs a break.
As much as they'd love to give her the whole weekend off, I think they'll probably still want to just, keep her in rhythm. Maybe only one of the 2 games of the doubleheader tomorrow.
Jaquez first batter is DiPerio. First pitch off the plate. Schedule changes this weekend as impending weather on Sunday shows a full day of rain and cold weather. So Eagles and Blue Devils will play 2 tomorrow here in Brighton. First game starting at 2 o'clock. 1-0 in there for a strike from Jaquez.
Have to think the game plan is to just go at DePerio here. Obviously not a big power threat.
1 for 2 day for DePerio. Grounded back towards first. Scooped it off of the glove of the first baseman Stafford. Sammy Horn comes in to score. And DePerio aboard for the second time today.
Oh. See how this is scored again. I think even if this ball is fielded cleanly by Stafford, I think DePerio is going to beat it out. You can see the runner off from third in plenty of time, and it just ends up being an in-between ball there for Stafford.
Now 9-2 the lead for Duke.
Well, they call it another error. Those 4 errors for Duke today.
Couple of tough plays. 2 runs across here in the 6th inning, and Sammy Horn to the plate. 2 for 3 day for Sammy Horn.
And Duke has backed off the pulled-in infield here. They're going to play it safe with outfielders all the way around.
This is loaded for Boston College. Horn takes that pitch off of the plate. Falling behind 2-0 is Jaquez.
That'll open up the middle of the box a little bit for Horn. You know, you can get one over the head of Jaquez and into the right center field gap. Could do some real damage.
Goes the other way, but fouls that one off of the netting.
Now, Oakland is still cheating over a little bit into the gap by third base. That's where Horn's base hits have been. So Oakland obviously anticipating another ball in that direction.
2-1, grounded towards short. Throw over to first, and the Blue Devils get out of the inning, but the Eagles score 2 here in the bottom of the 6th. 9-2 the lead for the Blue Devils. We go to the 7th here in Brighton. In the house here in Brighton, bird's eye view of the Harrington Athletics Village. Shannon McLeod returns to the circle for the 2nd inning. Came on in the bottom of the 6th inning. Helped the Eagles get out of a jam. We'll have to deal with the top of the lineup here for the Blue Devils, who lead it 9-2 here in game 1 of the series against the Eagles. Doubleheader coming up tomorrow between the Eagles and the Blue Devils. Deanna Jennings comes to the plate. 0 for 3 day with an RBI. Takes the first pitch low. Jennings batting .477 as the leadoff hitter this season. On base percentage at .483. A 1-0. That one again going to miss the zone. 2-0. Couple of ground outs for Jennings today. Reached on a fielder's choice in the 2nd and walked in the 5th. He's off the high pitch, now 3-0. Last weekend, it was the Strikeout Cancer Initiative for Boston College. Rio. That one off the plate as Jennings earns a second walk here today. Shannon McLeod, who lost her mother, Elizabeth Walker, to cancer, wearing that number 16 that her mother used to wear here at Boston College as a two-sport athlete. Great way to honor her mom. Eagles today supporting their Strikeout ALS awareness game in honor of Pete Frates. Off speed in there for a strike to Amina Vega.
Yeah, you don't usually expect to see the drop ball at the top of the zone. Cloud just trying to mix things up a little bit early in the count to Vega.
Pair of doubles for Vega, has scored 3 runs today. 0-1. It's low. He mixes speeds for McLeod, just missed the strike zone on that pitch.
Obviously McLeod wanting to be careful with a lot of these Duke hitters, but you still have to try and attack the zone best you can.
That one just off the plate, now 2-1.
Obviously the job is just to try to get a 0 in this top half of the inning and hope that the bats can come alive here late for BC.
Runner at first base is Jennings. Vega trying to keep her hot April going. This one low and outside, now 3-1. Jennings kind of baiting a throw there from Patak. Lefty hitter in Amina Vega. Looks in at the 3-1. Jennings was off from first. This one fouled down the first base line. 48 miles per hour by McLeod.
Now that one hung around a little bit. You could see Vega start the swing and then almost have to hold up a little bit through the zone just to make sure she got a piece of that pitch.
McLeod, who graduated from Notre Dame Academy, past 500 career milestone in strikeouts. This one fouled away by Vega. Four-time conference champion at Notre Dame Academy. Full count here to Amina Vega. Extended her hit streak to 17 games now. Three-2 off speed, stays high. Back-to-back walks to start the 7th for Shannon McLeod.
Now batting for Duke, number 9, Jessica Oakland.
Looks like we'll get a pitching change here as Boston College will go to the bullpen. I will do it for Shannon McLeod. We'll tell you about the new pitcher coming in for the Eagles in just a moment. In Brighton, new pitcher for the Eagles, Sophia Bertarelli, a freshman from Coral Springs, Florida. Making her first appearance since March 27th against Virginia Tech, and just her 4th overall this year. Freshman lives in the low to mid 60s, has a rise, screwball, and changeup as part of her pitch selection.
A big opportunity here for Bertarelli. Her first appearance since the series against Virginia Tech at the end of March. So just her second ACC appearance. And pretty well scouted pitcher from Florida. You know, that's obviously a high area where a lot of talent comes from. Her high school team, Coral Springs Charter, was a nationally ranked program, according to Max Preps. And so someone who's been patient and waiting for their opportunity, and this is a big one. You know, you come out and you know, are able to shut down Duke here. All of a sudden, you start to maybe earn yourself more high leverage opportunities down the road.
That year, her team was ranked nationally by Max Preps. She had a 21-1 record, pitched 22 complete games, had 254 strikeouts. First pitch here to Jessica Oakland. Check down at third as Jennings slides in safely. A little delayed steal here by the Blue Devils. Jennings able to avoid the tag, and now both runners in scoring position.
A little game of cat and mouse there between Jennings and Patak. Usually runners after the secondary lead will just go back. Jennings just sat right in the middle there, waited Patak out until she looked away and then took off.
No outs. This one popped up, out of play.
Now, if you're Bertarelli here, you're just looking to get an out any way you can. Obviously, if you can get a pop out, a strikeout, all the better for it, but just trying to find a way to your first out since coming in the game.
Couple of RBIs for Jessica Oakland here today. That's in there for a strike now. 1-2 the count to Oakland.
Good location there, right on the outer half.
Going back to those numbers for Bertarelli, 254 strikeouts, had an ERA of .043 with 5 no-hitters. A 1-2. Grounded towards Espinoza at second. Long run on the throw. Gets it tonight. Espinoza running past second base on that throw. Excellent bullet to Emma Knight to get the first out of the inning.
Look, mission accomplished if you're Bertarelli, thanks to the wonderful defense, though, from Janice Espinoza. Showing off the arm strength here. Momentum carrying her away from first, but still is able to get that over just in time to beat Oakland.
The one down runner at third brings up Tyrena Jones. 3-run home run back in the third inning for Jones. Her 19th home run of the season. (10-2) lead for the Blue Devils. This one popped up on the run. Is Paharic, excuse me, it's Riddell, moved over to center field. Run scores from third, makes it 11-2. Some defensive changes for the Eagles.
Yeah, Bunnell is in right.
So Carly Bunnell comes into the field.
Now batting for Duke, number 7, Layla Lamar.
Layla Lamar homered back in the 6th inning against Alex Rossi. Swings at the first pitch. This is into the gap in left, and looking his horn as that one leaves the yard. 2-home run day for Layla Lamar. And she'll touch them all here in Brighton.
Well, if you didn't know about the power for Layla Lamar, I think people are starting to find out. And these last 2 at-bats, just outstanding examples. Previous one yanked, this one going the other way, but it's all barrel of the bat. Layla Lamar showing off that power, saying it's not just Tyrena Jones, it's not just Amina Vega who can hit the long ball in this Duke lineup.
Oh, like mother, like daughter. Marissa Young set a then program record for single season home runs at Michigan back in 2003 with 13. Power just runs in the family. Strike here to Aaliyah Terrell, batting for KK Mathis. (2-0) as Bertarelli falls behind on Terrell, former Eagle. Product from Greensboro, North Carolina. Takes another pitch inside. Spent her freshman year at Boston College, played in 30 of the 52 games for the Eagles back in 2023. Tallied 16 hits, 3 RBIs, and stole 4 bases before going on to Durham in 2024. A 3-0, called a strike, now 3-1. Bertarelli trying to get out of the inning here in the 7th. A 3-1. That's off the plate. And Terrell will be aboard with 2 outs.
Now batting for Duke, number 14,
Gabriella
Gabriella Shattuck.
Shattuck comes to the plate with the home run on her line today. 2-run home run back in the 6th inning for Gabriella Shattuck. 10-run lead for the Blue Devils here in the top of the 7th inning. 15 hits on 12 runs. First pitch misses upstairs. Two for 4 day for Shattuck. Single on that home run. (1-0). Hard hit but foul, a little early on that one. Started her day with a pair of ground outs to the left side. One to third base, one to short before a single in the 5th, and then that 2-run home run in the 6th inning. Both hits coming against Alex Rossi. Bertarelli delivers the 1-1. In there for a called strike, now 1-2.
A little bit interesting where Duke decides to use Shattuck in the opener. You know, figure you'd save splitting the catching duties for the doubleheader, so certainly would expect Kyrie Rodriguez to be back in the lineup tomorrow, but will she catch both games, I guess is the question. Or do we see Shattuck again?
After today, Shattuck has had today, might just put her in there.
Certainly earned another opportunity, you would think, and she has been somebody who has definitely started her fair share of games along the way.
A 2-2 count to Shattuck. Hard hit again, foul down the third base line. Shattuck just trying to time it up here against Bertarelli. It's fouled off a couple of pitches now to keep it at 2-2. That's off the plate, throw down by Patak, the tag not in time as Terrell swipes the bag from first to second.
Pretty good throw, it does skip in from Patak. I just think a really good jump from Terrell. Just able to beat it by a step. And again, really good slide right to that corner of the bag, forcing Espinoza to extend backward.
Called time from Shattuck at the plate. A lot of the slides today for the Blue Devils on the base paths have been excellent. Full count. Hard hit right to third off of the glove of Paharic. Throws over to first to get the out. And that's going to do it to end the 7th inning. Another 3 runs across for the Blue Devils. They lead it 12-2 here in Brighton. Beautiful night here in Brighton, Massachusetts. 12-2 the score for the Duke Blue Devils over Boston College in Game 1 of the 3-game series here in ACC play this weekend. Both teams will play a doubleheader tomorrow with the weather on Sunday threatening Game 3's action, so we'll play 2 here in Brighton. Larissa Jaquez returns to the circle after picking up a big out to end the 6th inning. We'll try to close this one out for Duke. We'll have Emma Knight, Abby Patak, and Adriana Martinez do up this inning for the Eagles. First pitch to Knight, inside and tight. Jaquez was able to get the ground out of Sammy Horn with the bases loaded in the bottom of the 6th inning. Big swing and a miss by Emma Knight. 0 for 3 day for Knight. Reached in the 3rd inning on an error by Tarina Jones.
Trying to extend her mini hit streak to 6 in a row.
And switch out the devices here.
0 for 3 for Knight in the middle game of the Georgia Tech series at the beginning of the month. It's the last time she was held without a hit.
Eagles 0 for 6 with runners in scoring position today, 1 for 12 with runners on base. That's compared to Duke, who's 8 of 24 with runners on and 5 of 18 with runners in scoring position.
It just tells you how effective Bradshaw was out of the gate. BC only had 1 runner in scoring position through the first 4 innings. Only 1 at bat with runners in scoring position.
Knight in front of that one. Swings and misses, now 2-2. Just 1 extra base hit on the day for Boston College.
And only by inches.
2-2. Off speed. Gonna miss here to make it a full count tonight. See some of the numbers for the Eagles, the situationals. 3-2. Gonna drop below the knees, so a leadoff walk for Emma Knight to get the 7th inning started for Boston College.
Just maybe something BC can look to do going into tomorrow. You know, they've kept a sharp eye these last couple innings. Bradshaw surrendering 3 walks in her final inning of work, and now Jaquez has walked a batter as well.
Duke comes in. The most walks in the ACC. This one popped up to right field. Lamar started back, now comes in to make the catch in right. 2 home run day for Layla Lamar. Been active there in right field as well. Take a look here as Layla Lamar had the excellent defensive play against Tennessee on Wednesday to preserve the lead for the Blue Devils.
Terrific diving catch, style and grin, and come back your next time out and tie a career high.
Martinez lines one foul. 1 down for Adriana Martinez.
3rd multi-homer game in Lamar's career.
Last one came against Stanford. Had 2 home runs in that one. The 0-1, just off the plate. 1-1 now to Martinez. Three-hit game for Martinez against UConn. Swings and misses here. That was in the midweek back on April 7th. He's really seen the ball well at the plate for Boston College lately. Off the edge of the bat, foul.
If Jaquez is able to retire Martinez, though, be a rare day for BC where Knight, Patak, and Martinez all are left without a hit. They reach base, walk, error in there, but
that's popped up towards the shortstop. Oakland makes the play.
rare that those 3 are left without a hit.
You mentioned Bradshaw. She was outstanding early on. Even when she surrendered a runner on base, was able to bounce back and retire the next few batters that came to the plate. Had a 1-2-3 inning in the 4th. Decided to run into some trouble in the 5th and then was pulled there late in the 6th inning. Janice Espinoza to the plate. Walked last time up, lines that one to short. And that's gonna do it here to end the 7th as Duke picks up a big win against the Eagles in Game 1. A 12-2 victory for the Blue Devils as they extend the win streak to 3 straight now and start the weekend off on the right foot here in Brighton. 11th consecutive win against the Eagles. They've now outscored Boston College 67-17 in the 3-game series that they've had in program history. Bradshaw picks up the win, Jaworski the loss. And these 2 teams will do it again tomorrow.
Yeah, I mean, for Duke, you have to be impressed. Obviously, the power, 4 home runs. Jones, we knew she could do it. Layla Lamar, I think we found out she can definitely bring the thunder as well. Amina Vega doing her job, setting the table with a couple walks, a couple big doubles. Very, very impressive performance by the best team in the ACC today.
3-run home run for Tyrena Jones. A couple of home runs for Layla Lamar. And Gabriella Shattuck joins in on the party. Ava Bradshaw, her 6th win of the year. For Ben Ultra, our outstanding production crew here in Brighton, I'm Luis Sanchez saying so long from the Harrington Athletics Village, where Duke defeats Boston College 12-2. To watch this entire game on replay, as well as other games on our family of ESPN networks, download the ESPN app. This has been a presentation of ESPN.